Got a couple of new pins that I'm gonna put in the van. And my friend Micah gave me this My Girl pen the other day with Veda Sultanfuss on the front of it. Pretty awesome. Highway 192. The once thriving tourist mecca leading to Disney World. Of course, this is before Disney started putting a ton of on-site hotels on their property. Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. And from the theme park's point of view, it does make a lot of sense. You keep everyone who is showing up to visit your attractions on property. That way they spend more money, they have a better experience, but then all the surrounding areas start to diminish. It's my second channel, daily vlog channel. It's the Daily Woo. I went into this gas station, and when I walked in, the cashier said, "Can I help the next guest over here, please? Can I help the next guest? I'll help the next guest over here." And it made me think, am I really their guest? If someone is a guest at my home, I'm not charging them for a soda. And then she started getting like kind of loud because people weren't listening. "Can I help the next guest over here?" There is an insane conglomeration of birds festooning the sky up there, circling around like a tornado of fowl. Hitchcock would be proud. Right over here, years ago, this whole place was abandoned. And I have a funny story. There was a former Checkers fast food restaurant sign right about here. It was super tall, probably about 30 feet to the top of it. But right in this area, around the 20-foot mark, there was like a little signage billboard area. And after driving by it for nearly years of it sitting empty, I started to think, no one's using that signage section. So I got a massive ladder, I climbed to the top, rearranged the letters, and it spelled out Adam the Woo. And it sat there for well over a full year. So pretty much every car that sat at this light and drove down this road saw the guerrilla advertising glory. And the thing that was great about it is I didn't destroy anything, I didn't damage anything, I didn't spray paint anything. All I did was shifted the letters around, and because the place was empty, no one even cared or noticed, and it just stayed there until they tore it down, and now they built that 7-Eleven. I want you to notice the name of this road. 7 Dwarfs Lane. I wonder why it's called that. Back in the early years of Walt Disney World, this whole area was Snow White Villas, and it was basically the start of the college program. Even though it's not on Disney property, this is where the students would stay when they came here from all around the world. And it was more or less a campground, and there were structures built all through this property, and the property goes way back that way. And there's even a chunk of former Christmas lights mangled and balled up on the side of that palm tree. And they placed this garbage bag over the pole where the sign was, the original sign saying Snow White Villas was right here. They cut the pole down, and they just stuck a garbage bag over it to protect people from cutting themselves on it. Remember the My Girl pen I showed you that my friend Micah from World of Micah gave me? Well, he did a video and he was saying that right here was a guard shack, and I have a gnat that has gotten in my eye right now. Man, freaking bugs. I'm kind of wondering if there's anything left on the premises. So I'm gonna take the drone up in the air and get some aerial shots. Now this is not a Walt Disney World property. In fact, it's miles away from where the property line starts, which is very interesting because technically Walt Disney students were staying here, but they weren't staying on property. That was in the early years of WDW. That's right. I used the WDW. I shortened it. That's what I do. See these little markers? That one says marker 11. Back when this road was a little bit more booming with activity, they had this idea about putting up markers. That way, if you went to any particular store and said, "I'm looking for this landmark," they could just say, "Oh, it's by marker 11. Oh, it's by marker 15. Oh, it's by marker 18. The fact of the matter is, if you stop at any of these places along Highway 192 and ask someone what marker something is near, odds are they have no clue. They serve no purpose anymore. It did not work out according to their design. Check it out. A few years ago, there was a putt-putt golf place called Lost Island. It's been torn down for a while now, but the sign is still right there on the side of the pole. And before that, it was a water park called Water Mania. That's some old school memories right there. So many people stop to get pictures. They have to put these no stopping lights. See that right there where it says no stopping? Because so many people want to stop and get their photo. And why wouldn't they? It's a pretty majestic sight. And as you're driving towards the parks, if you look over to the right, you can see how much they've torn down from Hollywood Studios building Star Wars land. It's crazy. And look up here. There's a massive monument to Tower of Terror. And as far as I know, Florida's version of Tower of Terror ain't going nowhere. These solar panels off to the right, word on the street is they make a huge hidden Mickey, but I can't fly the drone here. It's not allowed. Hello.
Hi, mister.
Good to see you guys again.
I'd rather be seen than viewed.
Where are you guys going? Down Hollywood Bowl?
Tattoo me on your arm. I never told me that last time.
I have a tattoo of you on my arm?
You were supposed to.
It might.
Get it yet?
I guess that could kind of looks like you.
Hi everyone, it's me, Dorman Esmond. This is my Oscar. It's the only man I've never left, and I just want to thank all you little people out there in Hollywood land for loving me. I love you back. But I especially love the man next to me in this camera shot.
You gotta keep that a secret.
Okay, sorry.
You gotta keep that on the DL.
Lucky number 13, I know it.
Shh, don't tell anyone. A fresh charge. Oh man, I love this place. So many memories, so many that you could shake a stick at. I don't think I said that term correctly. I think I messed it up. This place has been here forever. The 50s Primetime Cafe. And a lot of people don't know how cool it is inside these doors. And I'm not just talking about the air conditioning. I'm talking about the ambiance and the theming. Look at the front desk here. It looks like a kitchen. You have the oven over here. You have the old television set. You have the cupboards. You have the spoons. And then when you walk into the restaurant, look at this. Each booth has its own little homey feel, including drapes, including the tile on the ground. And this is a whole other area I've never seen. They have characters in here. Look, there are characters in there talking to everyone while they're eating lunch. That's awesome. There seems to be some sort of parade or a progression of evil coming towards me. I do not know what I'm witnessing. What the? Stormtroopers just walking and strolling through a theme park like they own the place. Like they do not give two cruds what your thought process is on them. Even from when I was younger, the giant AT-AT in front of Star Tours has always been impressive. Just look at that thing, and there's an Ewok Village queue line that you walk under to get inside the ride. It's pretty awesome, the detail of it. It's pretty spectacular. The only problem is the line never really gets long enough to go around underneath it, so most people don't even realize that you can walk underneath there. Pretty clever. Pretty clever. Oh, look at this up here. It's like Haunted Mansion, The Hitchhiking Ghosts, but Star Wars. And this tie has little teeny tiny R2s on it. This used to be a different themed shop, and now Star Wars has taken over. So you have Luke Skywalker with a lot of the golden age of Hollywood elites. Something is amiss. Here inside the Planet Hollywood store, there is a life-size Terminator from Terminator 2 replica. That's right. Look into my eyes. See what's going on in there.
Please swimsuit, your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the vehicle, and don't forget to supervise your children.
That guy takes his job very seriously.
And there's Bert, the chimney sweep.
Here they come, boss! Get out your grinders!
Sleepy little bug, ain't it?
That's some mighty tough territory you're heading into, Pilgrim.
Nuts to this, I'm getting out of here.
You'll swing for this.
Warning, remain in your vehicle. The area you are entering is extremely dangerous. Proceed with caution.
Okay.
The Ark of the Covenant. It really does exist. Something's about to happen. I don't know what.
Whoa. Unbeliever. Disturb the treasure of the gods, and you shall all pay with your lives.
What's going on? What? Whoa! They turned into a skeleton! There he comes! The one and only Johnny Weissmuller! This parking lot here on the St. Cloud lakefront, a couple pivotal points in my life happened here, including when I decided that I was going to sell my stuff originally, gosh, over 5 years ago, sell my stuff from my apartment that I had here in town and start to travel in this van. And this is also the parking lot I sat in and I talked on the phone with the singer from Guttermouth and basically got the position playing bass in that band and went on tour. And it was probably the best musical gig I ever had in my life. And this is where I found out it was happening, right here. It's amazing how the brain works. You stand in a certain spot and memories that you normally don't think of come flooding back in. That is what happened when I pulled into this parking area. The sun is now setting. Look at this. It really is incredible looking. It's like a fireball in the sky. Well, I guess technically that is what it is. But it's now drooping and careening itself downward over the horizon. The beautiful sunset here in St. Cloud, Florida at the lakefront. Majestic. I think it's time now. I think it is now time to say, vlog over.